Right?
Set
Hey,
it
y'all.
off on there.
Y'all, set it off on the rack. Y'all, set it off. Come on now, set it off. Welcome to the accountability call. That's what we all this morning, y'all. Good morning. Welcome
Good
to the
morning.
accountability call. We on number 59. We are here to talk about the things that we have done, that we want to do, that we don't want to do. It's about to be a holiday weekend. It's a whole lot going on in my house. My list overfloweth. What's up,
Mhm.
friends? How are y'all on Monday morning?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling rested and relaxed. I just got out the bed. Okay.
Mm,
Hey,
mm,
hallelujah. Feels good to
yes.
not have to be up at 5.
Oh, your kids gone.
They
Look
gone,
at
baby.
that.
They gone.
Look at that.
They're gone. So
She's a mom off duty.
I am. Oh my gosh.
Indeed.
I'm on duty,
Indeed.
and I am doing the least this week. I am just so excited about it. I'm gonna do about 1-2 things a day. That's all you're gonna get from me. That's it.
We applaud doing the
That's it.
least.
Yeah.
Yes. Eve.
I'm feeling good. I think I definitely had some ups and downs throughout the week as per usual. But I'm feeling good this week to just like, especially in these next 72 hours before Turkey Day, as they call it in America, comes.
Right.
I'm gonna just go hard and enjoy 48 hours of doing absolutely nothing and being like a nerd and writing poetry and
Yes.
whatever comes to mind. So yeah, I'm feeling pumped to just continue putting action out. So I'm feeling good.
Good, good.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. Did anybody learn anything that they want to share this week with our people? Keep in mind, y'all, we are mothering, traveling. We are looking for jobs. We are looking for clients. We are building products. We are marketing online. There's a lot we're doing, okay? Like, there's a lot we're doing. We doing relationships. We doing business. We doing
Yeah.
family. Listen, what did you learn last week?
This isn't necessarily related to business, but I thought this was a very interesting concept. It was about compromise
Mm.
and how generally we believe that compromise is one person doing what the other wants, or vice versa, this person doing what the other wants.
Mm.
But true compromise is two people agreeing upon a new thing to do.
Yes.
Neither one of the two people are getting their way,
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. That.
will, but there is an agreed upon new way of doing things. And as a person who likes to talk to people about conflict resolution, that it just simplified how I can share with people, like, okay, we need to determine a new way to do things. And it's not that one person is getting their way. Because I think that sometimes people feel like they don't want to compromise because they feel like, well, I'm not going to let them get their way. And
Right. I ain't gonna do what you want to do.
exactly. It feels very either or. But this idea that we are going to agree upon a new way of doing things, just really, it was a simple way to, move forward with when thinking about compromise. So just put it
Mhm.
out there.
I like that. I think I've heard that um said in the way of like marriage, in
Mm.
that, like, for instance, my husband has his culture and his way of doing stuff,
Mhm.
right? And I do too, right? But when you come together as a unit, you're creating a new culture,
Yeah.
right? That is for your family and your children. That's what y'all will do. And it's not necessarily one or the other.
Mhm.
So yes, I completely agree. I completely agree. I have been listening to this video about consistency by, what's this preacher's name? I know him, but I've never really watched him, so I don't know him like that. Let me look because I want to get it right. Tony Evans. You know? Anyway. And what I've been listening to it over and over to try to remain consistent in some of the things that I'm doing. And one of the things that he said is, he was like, if you look at the problems you've experienced in life, or that you may be experiencing in life, and you dig down deep in them, at the root of them is probably some inconsistency somewhere.
Oh,
And I was like, oh, you might be right, Tony. Like, he was like, look at Eve eyes. He was like, inconsistency doesn't just affect what's happening right now, right? It affects your future and it also affects the future of others, of course. And so, something he talked about with regard to like being able to help you be more consistent. He talks about like implementing stuff and being consistent is not about motivation, it's about architecture, right? Building an architecture around this thing that allows you to be able to flow when you're doing it because you have some sort of like sustainable systems around you. And so I was thinking about the accountability call because he talked about like environment, systems, accountability, and recovery, right? And so for environment, he said that when it comes to being consistent, every object, every visual cue in your environment is either supporting or undermining your consistency, right? The things around you, the people around you, the things you see in your house, the things you have in your house, the way you have it set up is either supporting your consistency or undermining it. And I was like, that's something to think about. You know, immediately you start thinking about food, but he was like, even if you have a idea of wanting to be more consistent around praying, right? He was like, what environment have you set up in your house to build and help you to have time to pray or space to pray or space to meditate, right? And I was like, systems, he was like, when you have systems, you don't have to rely on willpower. And baby, when I tell you my willpower be on
0, negative.
Exactly, right? Like, and he was like, you don't have to rely on willpower when you have systems because the system makes the decision for you. And I was like, I never even thought about if you have the system can make the decision for you. I was like, that's good. That's good. Because Lord knows my willpower be on negative, like Z said. Accountability, right? We on the accountability call. He was like, when you have accountability, you're building structures that make it more painful to quit than keep going. Right. And I feel like that's true of our call, right? We are here for each other, supporting each other on this journey. And it makes it like we have skin in the game on each other's goals. Right. So we have other people who have skin in the game on your goals. It makes it way more painful to quit than to keep going. Right. So he was like, you know, building in systems around accountability that make you potentially risk money or risk your reputation.
That reputation, boy.
That reputation, baby.
You risking that, baby. You're not going to be talking about me in these streets.
Right. Exactly. Right.
What was the other one? Risk what? What's the first one? Money?
Money.
Oh, yeah.
You risking money or you risk reputation. Now I feel like I have accountability in my real estate because, baby, risking the money of others is not something I'm about. Okay.
Right.
So yes. And then he talked about recovery and he said, you know, falling off is not failure. Like you're supposed to fall off because you're human, but you should have protocols for when you fall off that help you get back on track. Right. So what do you do when you're going to fall off? Because you're definitely going to fall off. He said it's your predetermined way to get back up. Right. What's the predetermined way to get back up and just have it built out immediately? He talked about, you know, think about a GPS. If you turn wrong on the GPS, it ain't just going to completely shut down. Right. It's going to reroute you. So he's like, what is your like resilient way of being responsive and recovering so that you can be consistent? And I was like, these are so good. And I never thought about, like, I think accountability has always been my way of trying to be more consistent. Right. I try to implement systems, not as much, but environment and the recovery plan, like, so I was like, these are really good things for me to consider because, to his point, at the root of all your problems, at the root of all my problems, is in some way some inconsistencies.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's dope. I like the recovery piece, a predetermined way to get back up whenever you fall off,
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
whenever you
mm.
fail. Like that's something that I could lean a little more heavily into. Um,
Like a reset plan.
Yep.
yeah, yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
because like, even me, when I get like overextended, I go from being very reliable to hesitant. Like I can't take action in anything. For anybody else, for me, like I literally just want to just go into a corner and just be there for like days on end.
Mm-hmm.
And that had happened to me like a good 2 days ago. Oh, it was battle. Hey, I'm just saying, I'm like, why is this thing working out? I'm just like, what is this? I'm just like, not enough gratitude. Not enough gratitude could save me right now. It feels like I can't even seek the gratitude. I'm like just so
Hmm.
within myself. Um, uh, but yeah, when I kind of think about what was I doing, I was like, okay, I did go out for a walk. I was out in the sun. I like bought stuff to like make food. Like I realized I need to like find a way to like get creative and move my body. So I was like making like literally walking like 15, 20 minutes to go to the market and like I literally got cute. Like I even did like the whole two-tone. You remember like Kim
Come
Possible
on
shit?
now.
Like her
Yes.
double tone lip. I was like, I want a double tone lip looking out here crazy in these streets. I don't care. And then like putting on my little moo and my earrings and whatever, and then sprayed myself or whatever. I'm literally going to the market. I literally like sweat off all whatever perfume that I needed probably within the first 5 minutes of leaving the door.
Listen, she was cute though.
But got all the things that I needed and like came back and like cooked and then I put in Black women affirmations on shorts and I just kept listening to them over and over
Mm-hmm.
and over and over and over and over again. And then I kind of was just kind of talking to myself. I was allowing myself to talk about some how things are really itty right now in a sense. And then the last thing I ended up on was this guy who kept talking about like this is the phrase that you need to like keep you together. And that was the thing that I was gonna say for like what I learned or what I got reminded of this week was that phrase was, life is good and it's only getting better. Because I'm like,
Amen.
who are you? Who are you? Who are you to not to question that? Life is good and it's only getting better. It really humbles me every single time.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm thinking about what I did to kind of get myself out of the funk. I feel like I'm more excited because I see you guys now. So I'm just gonna continue with that energy.
Yes.
But
Accountability.
yeah.
Accountability, honey. Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. Okay. So how y'all do last week with your goals?
Sweet baby Jesus.
We shall see. Okay. I already know mine gonna probably be the same thing that they were last week.
Yeah, same. Let me see.
And then, honey, and I'm gonna have to reduce them because this week there's a lot going on. My father turns 60 tomorrow.
What?
We have some family extravaganza to do. It's Thanksgiving on Thursday. Like, we're going out of town for that, which we usually never go out of town. Like, I am actually cooking, which you know me, that is just also a stretch. Like, just it is a lot going on. So this list about to be short this week. I'm telling you. Hair got to be done, which is also a stretch and a strain. So we got about 2-3 of business stuff to do.
I feel you. Same. Okay, actually, I didn't do that. I didn't do that bad. I didn't do that bad.
Wow, good job. What you do, girl?
So the self-care was outside movement and creative moments, and I definitely was outside a good, 4 times this week, which was good.
Do you find that you are outside way more when you're over there than when you're here?
Oh hell yes,
Listen,
very
that's one
much
of the
so.
biggest reasons why I want to leave the country. When we were in Zim, I was outside every single day, like literally 70% of the day. It was like crazy. Wow, what about even when it's nice outside here? I'm still not outside the same way.
Nope.
Is it because you have less amenities inside? Like what I'm trying to figure out, what's the reason? Like, why can't you just go outside now?
I don't know what it is. I'm just like, it's just the simple fact that like the market is right there and my fridge is small, so I don't need to be like packing so much stuff into it. So if I really, really need it, I gotta get up and go outside and get it. And usually it's that thing was like as soon as the sunlight hits me, like my mood feels I'm like so much better. Because
But
sometimes
that
I
is
could
the smaller amenities, right? Like if you had this
I
big
guess
fridge, you go
so.
to the grocery
Yeah.
store once a week, then you have no
That's
reason to go. But if you only got a couple things that you need to like, then so that one speaks to the amenities.
Oh yeah, so
mhm.
we did have a smaller. Well, actually, our refrigerator wasn't that small, but our kitchen and stuff was smaller, so we couldn't do so much there. I think that when I think about the two places we stayed in Zimbabwe, one of them actually had like a very large porch outside, so like
Mm.
it was kind of drawing you outside. Now we have a big area here, but it was just, I don't know, it was a different feel because I live like there's no main street right here. Like
Mhm.
it's more grass and trees and right. When I think about the other place, not necessarily a porch setup, but I don't know. I don't know. I think it may
I
just
really
be
can't.
the
I can't.
newness of it too. It may be the exploration, like you want to see the places, and you know it's more walkable. I don't know, but I just know we was outside. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what it is too. Like when I could immediately tell when I feel like I'm like, wait, I didn't leave the house at all today. And it's usually when like it's like a heavy work day. Like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays are like long days for me. It's like 10 hours of work and whatever. So I'm usually like not going out per se. I'll try to like make sure I go take a walk, but usually I might not. I might not even step out the house Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. But as soon as Wednesday hit and on Wednesday, salsa and Afrobeats. Thursday, kizumba and Afrobeats. Friday, another kizumba class. Saturday, finding a way to get into good trouble. Sunday, get ready for the weekend, still go outside. And then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm inside. But like when I'm up back in the city, I'm inside all the time unless a friend needs me. I'm inside. I don't know what it is. I
My
don't know what
bad.
it is.
Okay, we'll
Yeah.
continue. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was just thinking about that. You were
Yeah.
talking about the things you accomplished.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I was outside. I was outside. Yeah, I went to a Kizumba class. They played compa. I almost cried. There was one guy who actually knew how to do the moves. That was it's
Yeah.
great. And then creative moments. I started thinking about me trying to submit some poetry that I wrote to a publishing company to get published as a poet. Because why not? And then I started learning more Ewe, which is like a language here. Um, and close out current contract with grace and ease. I'm working on trying to do a last minute event for my contract, a virtual event on December 16th. Let's see how if that actually gets panned out. I asked for testimonials. I got one person who's going to write a testimonial for me on LinkedIn, and someone else who said if I ever need a reference for something, they'll do it. I said I wanted 3, so I got 2 out of the 3. I followed up with someone who needed to give me money and told them that they need to amend the contract because it don't protect my rights at all for the money that is owed to me. So I sent that back to them, to their lawyer. I reached out to 17 people from the Harvard situation. 2 folks got back to me. And then for referrals, I had one good call with someone who said that she would refer me to some things for some work in my business, and someone gave me 2 other connections. So 3 out of 4 for that. Um, my social media work is done with the social media consultant that I had. She gave me a brand Bible, and she gave me a brand Bible, and then like 10 posts that I can create based on like what I feel like I can actually do by myself, or when I hire someone, just tell them to do. So she gave me like inspiration texts and inspiration posts and whatever. So that was really cool. Now I just gotta execute it, but that's one of the beast. Yeah. Um and then yeah, doing the same thing, calling in my next contract, getting work done for the property easily 100K before the year end, bringing up her stuff in therapy. The tenant moved in yesterday. She's all good. Yeah, that's where I'm at.
Mm-hmm. 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 Z.
So, last week I did some things, or I did one thing, I should say. I had my administrative filings. There were 3 of them. Of the 3, I did complete one. Got my hub certification.
Good job. Yes. Yes.
But like the certification is done. I can now add that to my capability statement. So very excited about that. Just kind of going in line with what we talked about earlier. I feel like in that process, I learned to submit what I have, even if they're incomplete, and then allow the people to tell me what to do.
Yep.
I'm gonna do that again
I
for
think
the
that's a very good strategy
yeah,
for you
yeah,
when it comes to admin. Yes.
yes.
And you're
Overthink.
gonna be in the what's it called? What we said before, the worried about thinking about what you need to do as
Right,
opposed to what
instead
you're
of what
supposed
I'm
to do.
supposed to do.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
exactly. So I literally have two things on my to-do list today, which are those two other administrative filings, and they getting what I got. You need something else, let me know.
Let me know.
But I'm giving you what I got. I don't know. And tell me how to do the things you need me, the other things you need me to do.
Yes.
So yes, I'm gonna apply that this week. For my social media client, I did get a social media post up. I did not do any of the other things related to them. For my referral organization or my networking organization, I did have a meeting and booked a client. So I'm excited about that. So this week, got some stuff to do to follow up with that. Fitness and nutrition. I've been good nutrition wise, meaning staying away from fast food. Fitness, I got to get what do we call it? A recovery
A
plan.
recovery plan. Yes.
Recovery plan. Because your girl
Yes.
has not done anything. I have not done none of the fitness things. And I know part of it is because my stepper broke. And when you were talking about environment and making sure things are set up, I moved all of my fitness equipment to my bedroom so
Yeah.
that when I wake up, I could just look at it and do it.
Yeah.
But now that the machine is broke, and that was like, I was doing that just to say I did something. I was trying to step outside of that and do more things, but I don't have a system in place for those more things.
Nope.
So I need to set up my new stepper because I do have it. I just haven't put it together yet. So that I can get back on this fitness piece because your girl has been doing none of the fitness things. Okay, none, not a single thing. So we're gonna get back on that this week though. So
Okay.
yeah, we got some stuff done.
Okay. I was just looking at mine. I'm like, baby, did I do any of this? Oh, okay. I did finalize my fundraising strategy. I made decisions on if we were going to actually do the fundraising for my property, y'all. If you've been on this journey with us for any amount of time, you know I've been raising money. Okay. This is spending money, raising money. Hold up. My husband went to go get our book. He asking questions that I don't know the answer to. So I put systematize my research and systematize research and repurpose for content. Basically, I need to create a system to be able to do my research and repurposing, which I think I'm going to end up doing this week. I did not do that last week. Finalize fundraising. Yes, I did that. I'm going to begin fundraising this week. I did not clean out the hallway. Now, I did not draft the contract for the vow renewal that I'm supporting, but I did confirm today that I will be planning it, which is so exciting. And so I got to get back into my It's Deep in Travel mode because I have been out for so long. But I'm about to slap together a bomb itinerary. Eve, I didn't tell you, but I decided I'm going to do a group package that will be very similar to the trips we used to do in Ghana, right? So you buy your flight, but we put together everything else, and you can buy into that.
Nice.
And then I'm also going to have a separate package that is if you just need like support with Q&A, right? So you get a certain amount of times that you can reach out to me and I can help you along the journey for people who are more experienced, but have never been to the continent and just want to be able to do their own thing.
Yes,
so those
ma'am.
two I love it. This week for that. I put on here to purchase my vitamins and my supplements. I ain't looked at nothing with regard to that, and I need to do that. And finalize holiday plans. I did do that. I did majority of it. I do need to still figure out outfits. I figured out theme for the things that we're doing, but I did not figure out outfits. And then I need to figure out, I want to do a community service project this week. I want to like take my girls to go feed the homeless or something around Thanksgiving. I need to find something for us to do on. I want to do Thursday morning, but if it ends up being Wednesday Actually, I don't think we can do Wednesday, but we might be able to do Wednesday. So Wednesday or Thursday, do a little something with them. So I feel like I got like one and a possible done last week.
We love it. We count it.
Listen,
Absolutely counts.
we did. Okay, we did. I also need to get back into my fitness regimen. See, I have been not doing it on purpose. Like, just like, I ain't doing it.
Same. I'm there. I woke up this morning, was like, I'm up. I'm going back to sleep. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm back to sleep.
I'm not doing it. Like, I'm not doing it. But I know I need to create my little systems, my environment, all the stuff for that. And I'm assuming I probably won't be doing it this week, because what I found is like fitness takes up so much mental energy for me. Actually, no, you know what I may have to do? I may have to do something that is fitness that doesn't take mental energy. So I'm gonna have to like slap on something that's like, 69 boys, and somebody need to be on YouTube doing some cardio to 69 boys. I can do that. Like,
I had asked my Facebook audience, what do they use? And I got some feedback. So I will share with you. There was somebody got a bunch of positive feedback. It's a dancing something.
Okay.
I'll share with you what that is.
Yeah, we might have to do some of that. I have to do some of that this week. And speaking of this week, and if you're here with us, drop a hey girl hey in the comments in the chat. Yeah, so this week I am putting on my list. Number one is I am going to raise/manifest $10,000.
Right. You can do it.
That's what we're doing this week. Okay. We're going to start with the 10. We're going to hit the rest of them in the next coming weeks. I also want to do the set up my payment link and my We Travel page for Zimbabwe. I'm actually I'm thinking about, like, initially I was like, all right, like doing this will allow me to have some additional coins to pay for the trip to Zimbabwe. But I was like, actually, I feel like I'm just going to rely on like something else to pay for Zimbabwe, because I'm like, I want to be able to use this money for our real estate business. Like, because we need the coins. We need the coins. So I'm like, something else is going to get us Zimbabwe. I don't even know what it's going to be. Or vice versa. Maybe something else is going to come for the real estate, and then we're going to see. But yes. The other thing on my list of key outcomes is enjoy family time. Like, not be so wrapped up in all of the to-dos, and be able to just enjoy spending time with my family this week. The holiday season kicks off, and we are a holiday family. Okay. My mama done got the what's it called? Southern Comfort eggnog and the almond milk eggnog for us. Okay. We're doing both. Okay. We're doing both. We're doing the eggnog with the eggs and the eggnog without the eggs up in here. So I am officially going to be getting into the holiday spirit, and I expect to enjoy my time with my family doing that. The other thing I want to put on here is I need to set up my systems for consistency in my business. I have been trying to be consistent on my Instagram. Interestingly enough, I'm like, as soon as I left my other Instagram page, now I'm getting all these new followers. Where y'all was at? I ain't posting nothing in weeks. So I'm working with a girl who's in the course that I'm in, and she's gonna help me with setting up systems so I can be more consistent. Because in times like this, like, I don't have time to be thinking about posting on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of this week, right? But I need it to be already done, so I don't have to think about it. I actually completed something last week, which I wasn't on my list, but I got it done because, again, the girl who's helping me out. I created my own brand kit, Eve. It ain't a Bible, but it's a brand kit. Interestingly, I've already had my colors and stuff because, hashtag Ellie. Right. It wasn't like here are the colors, and she had me create a mood board. Now Z is the queen of a mood board. Okay,
been doing it for decades. Okay,
I have never created a mood board, but what I put together, I put on my IG, and it was like, oh yeah, that's cute. I was like, thank you, because I never did one, so I'm very proud of that. Like, I got that done. Yeah. I got my client avatar sheet done, and then I also have my brand statement done.
Wow.
So yes.
I must see this.
Got that done. Yes, I shall share. Yes. Those are the only things I'm putting on my list this week. Because the rest of the stuff is gonna be holiday stuff that ain't even on here, and it's too much to even list. Oh, I did create this thing called a running to do list last week. Excuse me, I learned from some of the woman who got about 3, 4, 5 kids.
I'm done.
She just has a Word doc in Google Docs, and every time something comes to her mind to do, she puts it in the running to do list.
I love it.
Now, what I did was, and it's literally, I just use, you know how you can use the, what's it called, the bullet points. My bullet points are just check marks.
Mm-hmm.
So I categorized them, like as I was going through, I was like, okay, I'm gonna get aggravated because I'm not gonna be able to find stuff. So I categorized them based on things like whether it's like health and wellness stuff for the family, if it's real estate business, whatever it is. Baby, that list is long, but it feels so much lighter for it not to be in my head.
Mm-hmm.
So as I come up with stuff, I'm just like throwing it up there. And I have definitely shared document with my husband to be like, just gather stuff and do them.
Yep, here you go.
Yes. So
I did do something that wasn't on my list too. I did my goals for 2025. It's honestly 2025 and beyond, but I'm doing it in bite-sized pieces. So step one, write down the goals. Literally 3 to 5 for professional, personal, relationship.
yes.
Just write them down. So then what I'll do next month is break them down into like pieces and figure out what do I want to accomplish in 2025. But I haven't written down my goals in a long time. You know what I mean? Like something that's like big picture. It's been a while.
Yeah.
So even just starting there so that I can know what I'm working towards, and then kind of breaking them down into bite-sized pieces. I was excited to do that because I hadn't done that in a long time. So that was, we'll have more to come on that.
Yes.
So it wasn't this, but that was done.
You just gave me an idea.
Okay, so now that you and mom all do this, what are you doing this week?
Nothing. Just
not a thing.
That's not true. That's absolutely not true. I'm just trying to. I remember one of my friends. I had shared my to-do list, like that was on the board, and she was like, "Girl, it's too much. And you really should think about like, what do you need to do? What are your must-dos, nice to-dos?" And I forgot what the third category is. So this week I'm focusing.
Ain't gonna do.
Ain't gonna do.
I'm like, that might be the category.
Like if you're really killing it and you right, it's like just this way down on the list. So this week I'm focusing on my must do's. So the administrative filings, I got one done last week. I'm going to do the other 2 today, but I also had a third one that popped up. So the administrative filings are on there. My clients, I have my weekly social media post for them. I just needed to finish editing a video and get that up. I didn't send them their invoice, honestly, for October. So let me go get that money. But those are the 2 things. There's other things on the list, but those are the 2 things that I will get done this week is their social media posts and invoicing them. For my networking group, I actually had hired someone out of the networking group to set up my CRM system. So she's gone in and put all of the email addresses for my contact list as well as business cards that I had. She's already set that up, and she's going to send out 2 mailings for me. So I just need to get her the information for one is a holiday card, but the other one it's going to be kind of like a year in review. So I just need to send her the pictures and stuff. And input those referrals into the system. I decided to not go to the networking event today because this is no November.
Yes.
So, fitness and nutrition. One thing that I've been doing, I've been drinking this Get Snatch juice that has all these amazing properties in it. But even that requires consistency, right? That's twice a day before 2 meals a day. So I'm putting that on my list because I've been doing it and I want to be able to check it off.
Yes.
And not only am I doing it, I'm also selling it, right?
Right.
And so me being consistent in doing it helps in kind of the message that I share when I'm sharing it, when I'm selling it. And I'm going to get my stepper set up. I'm not even committing to getting on it.
Right.
Set up this week. and I'm going to go for walks because the kids aren't here. So I'm
Mhm.
not, my exercise this week won't be anything intense, but I will be going for walks. So yeah, that's my list.
Fabulous. Eve.
Right now, I decided to get like super super specific. 1111, make a wish.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it is.
Ooh, Lord, oh, Lord, I wish. Okay, I got it. Self care. I got specifically this week. Dance. Do anything in regards to the poetry that I was talking about with languages, and do a UX research deep dive. Since my contract is about to end, I want to just give myself time to just continue to fall in love with my craft. And I found some YouTube things that I can lose myself in. Close out current contract with grace and ease. So basically, over the next 48 hours, working on this webinar to showcase the research that I did. Pitch, apply, get referred to like 10 or more opportunities. 10 might be a lot, but let's make it 4. To 10 or more opportunities this week, and then continue doing the work from like the social media consultant, and then I put back on here the connection calls for the speaking engagements. Um, so I'm gonna follow up with some people about that. And then there's, you remember how like I used to do that whole like goal setting workshop for like people
Oh
who have
yes, girl.
stuff like that. Precious had gave me an idea where she was just like, why don't you just make a webinar about it and tell people to pay for it and get some extra dollars? And I'm like, that's that's very smart. Let me see
Yes.
what I can do about that. So I'm gonna put some thought into it.
Yes.
And
I would say make sure you know you're gonna have to put way more effort into selling it than making it.
mm,
So make sure
never
you have
mind.
the time to sell it. Like,
'Cause I'm already selling myself. I don't think I have time to sell it overnight. I'm gonna put that in archives for now. I'm gonna take that out because it's technically more than five
mhm. The reason I
minutes.
say that is because I was just looking at my business coach. I hadn't been on our group in a minute. They're doing a sales challenge right now for the coaches. And she
Mm-hmm.
was saying like starting in October, November, and December, I need y'all to make 1,000 offers.
Mm.
1,000. Like offer can be, any CTA that you put anyway in your stories, on a phone call, on a post, on a live, in a Facebook group, but 1,000. Because she was like, y'all ain't selling enough.
Mm.
You're not selling
Wow.
enough. That's why you're not getting results. She was like, you think you're selling, but you're not. She was like, and you're putting way more time into creating your offer than you are just selling it. She was like, when I'm selling, I'm not tweaking stuff in the offer. She's like, I'm figuring out how many people I can tell about it. Like, period. I was like, oh, girl, you talking to me. I just, you are talking to me. She was like, yeah, stop doing your website, stop doing your bio, stop doing your offers, stop not none of that. Nope. Sell it.
And maybe I might put in here figure out how I could support another friend in selling their thing.
There you go. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Cause you make it, we all make it. Because I don't got time. I don't got time.
Mm-hmm.
Support role.
Be an affiliate.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
True. Find somebody that's already selling something. Like, here, include this in your sales pitch, and we can profit share.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. That sounds better to me. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. That's what I got. Close out contract pitch to get more opportunities. Continue doing work on my social media. Connection calls for speaking engagements. Support another friend with their offering. Done.
Yeah. And we done.
Yep.
Yes. I was looking on my list and I was trying to determine if I put anything for self care. And I was like, but I decided that enjoying family time is going to be my self care.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's going to be my self care one because I am determined to only have 4 things on my list this week. I am playing games.
Good job.
Okay, so every week we choose a word that we can stand on 10 toes, standing on business, standing on our word. Last week was push, worthy, and trust.
Yeah. Ooh, the worthy got me good. That. Oh.
Yes, that was our words last week.
Uh,
Mhm.
My word this week is going to be incomplete. It is okay. Like, and I've never had a word that had a negative connotation as my word before, but we standing on it because I'm still worthy when it's
Mhm.
incomplete. So
Mhm.
yes.
And that for me is very much in alignment with what you were talking about doing with your admin stuff. Like just send it incomplete.
that's what I'm doing.
It's gonna get complete, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna send it when it's incomplete.
Yep. Yep.
Um, the funny thing is, I feel like my word for this week is not going to be a word, but it's going to be a phrase that we use often,
What was that,
and
girl?
it's going to be slapping together. Okay,
Hey, there it is. Slap it together.
it's going to
That's
have to be.
incomplete.
Oh
Slap it
yeah, like slap it
together.
together because I'm like I have too much to do this week for any of it to take a whole lot of time. Like I got it's too much. Like
Mhm.
I could spend a whole week on an itinerary. I don't have a whole week. I have 2 days.
Yep.
Slap it together.
Slap it together.
Okay.
Let's go.
So, oh, you know what I'm gonna put? Because
Mm.
we want to work imperfect.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
incomplete, imperfect. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
That's
It
good.
needs to be imperfect.
Means I love it. Mm-hmm.
It needs to be imperfect. Like, yes. E, negative words you
Mm.
want to embrace this week. Like,
Sweet baby Jesus. Um, this is something around how do I explain it? It's something around like I'm clocking out, like there's a cutoff to like me working, like I'm clocking out to just go be with myself. It's something around like just not
Mhm.
overachieving, not it's in the same vein of like worthiness and like attaching my worth to how productive I am and trying to like be okay with like signing off. Like I'm done. It's okay. We're good. We're
It might be
finished.
that.
It might
We
be
got
sign off.
It might
we
be
got
that.
tomorrow. Like signing off. Don't call me. Call
Like,
your mama.
I was thinking underachieve. Okay. You need to underachieve all week. Okay.
That's true.
Look at your face.
Triggered.
We put it down. We put it down.
Underachieved. Yep.
Okay,
Yes,
very good. I love it.
that's exactly what you're gonna do. It's underachieve. You're gonna aim to underachieve. Yes. Mm-hmm.
As soon as you start, you know how I will tell, like, I think I'm about to do too much. That's your stopping point.
That's your stopping
Yeah.
point. Yep.
I'm ready. I think I need to also stop.
Right.
Stop
It's
hitting.
almost like when you think of somebody who is underachieving and you think about what they're doing, do that.
Mm.
Is
Oh
that
yeah, I'm good now.
it?
I got it. I
Yes.
completely
Think about
understand.
yes. Yes. Do
Oh,
that.
Absolutely.
Do
Yep,
that.
yep, 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 yep,
Yes.
yep. I got a
See?
couple of Bobs and Karens in my
Listen.
life that I can,
Listen.
call
You know,
upon.
listen.
Call upon the Bob and the Karen spirit.
okay,
Yeah.
that's true.
Bob and Karen, yes.
Yes.
Bob and Karen, honey, they always underachieving, and they still be achieve. They still be getting to their goal though.
They do.
Mm.
They be right
Listen,
there where you at, working hard.
Bob was at Princeton with you, wasn't he? He was standing right beside you, presenting. Underachieved the whole time. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Yes, yes.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So we are standing on some amazing words this week, y'all. I'm excited.
Woo!
Incomplete, imperfect, and underachieved. Mm. We have come a long way. We have come a long way since last year.
We truly have. We truly have.
I am excited. Y'all drop us in the comment what your word for the week is. I suggest you go with one that's a negative. You know, what was the other word that we thought was negative Z that we did on tip on top of the tip? We said that it's not negative. I
Oh,
forgot what it was.
careless.
Oh, careless. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet baby Jesus.
Yes, yes.
Careless.
Yes, just careless.
Mhm.
Fighting for my life now.
We will be back here next week, same time, same channel. Y'all enjoy your holiday.